Following segment is sponsored by Oakdell Egg Farms.
You know, we're all fixated on the Thanksgiving dinner, but what about breakfast, you know?
Yeah, something with eggs.
The truth? This is a great idea for breakfast using the Oakdell Eggs, high in omega-3s, no antibiotics, no hormones, cage-free eggs. What a great option to start Thanksgiving here. I've scrambled up a dozen eggs already here, and I have a pound of bacon that I'm going to just chop up into some smaller pieces because honestly, bacon just goes great in anything. And so let's add these into the scrambled eggs here, and that's going to be the filling for our calzones. Now, earlier this morning, I made up the dough so it could double in size, and it's ready to go. And so depending, you can use your favorite dough recipe if you want to, or you can use the your favorite frozen dough recipe, thaw it out, let it proof so that it's ready to go here. Depending on how large you want these calzones is really going to depend on how many this makes. I'm going to say 4 to 6 on this recipe. We'll make 4 to 6 of these. I'm going to add the bacon into the Oakdell eggs that I've scrambled already here. Set this aside for now. And I'm just going to mix this together. I already have a small onion that I've diced up and scrambled with the eggs as well. So let's just add those into there. Oh, that bacon smells good. This is my kind of breakfast here. I love that. So let's get those all ready to go now. Here's the dough. It's ready to go, and it has proofed already. So what you're going to do is basically divide out this dough in about, this is a double batch, and about just a regular batch, about 4 to 6 calzones, depending on how large you want them, how large of a family you have. And then once it's divided, you're going to roll those out into round circles. So I'll get to that point. When we come back, I'll show you how to finish these up, how to stuff that calzone with these delicious Oakdell eggs. What a great idea for breakfast, Thanksgiving morning, or any time of the year.
Just stuff it, Brian.
You've been waiting to say that, haven't you?
All right, we'll see you in a little bit.
Okay, let's head back into the kitchen and finish up the breakfast calzones for Thanksgiving.
This is a great idea. I get tired of just the traditional Thanksgiving breakfast, so this is a great idea, guys.
Usually you have to save room for the dinner.
This is true.
Pumpkin pie for breakfast.
I would too, actually. All right, let's finish these up. I have the Oakdell eggs that I've scrambled in here. No hormones, no antibiotics, cage-free eggs. They are delicious, and they're actually produced right here in Utah, up in Lewiston. So hello to all the Oakdell folk up there in Lewiston, Utah. Hope you're doing well. This is the dough here. I've just rolled it out into a circle as best as I could. You can just do it however you want. To this now, I'm going to add some cheese. And it's really funny. I was actually watching a program on, I believe it was Cornwall, England. And that's when where all like the tin mines were huge 100 years ago, and so they would call them pasties, I believe is what they called them, but it was a way that the miners would eat their lunch, and they looked a lot like a calzone, and they would hold the edges where they were all rolled up or braided along the edge here because they wouldn't have time to wash their hands, and in case they actually got if they had arsenic on their fingers, they would just throw the crust away. I just thought that was interesting, kind of a little food history there. So we're gonna just twist those up, roll those up there, and then this here, I'm going to give a nice little brush with some egg wash, and then this is going to go into the oven, which I have preheated to about 400 degrees, and it's gonna bake for almost 20 to 30 minutes, depending on your particular oven, or until it is fully cooked. You can see inside, I've cut those ones open. They're finished there. You can go grab this delicious recipe on cookingwithchefbrian.com, or you can go to KUTV.com and grab it. But what a great way to enjoy Thanksgiving morning or any time of the year with these delicious Oakdell eggs and some wonderful calzones, guys. Good.